We live in a very interesting generation. A generation where we as Gen Z were born during a really unique time. Okay, I'm so sorry. Yo, I'm ass. We were born during a really unique time where I don't know. Our problems are they're odd. We struggle with shit, but just I feel like we feel really misguided and lost. A lot of us don't really know what to do because we were born in an era full of distractions, just full of it's really easy to just not really, I don't know, not do much because often we're bombarded with just a lot of negative bullshit and I'm not sure. Like every time we open our phones or even get on social media, for the most part, it's just negativity, negativity, negativity. Look, this new fucking virus exists. Look, this new issue has arisen. So now you have to deal with 501 issues instead of 500 issues, and it just seems to only get worse and worse. But I kind of want to, I kind of wanted to talk about that. I want to talk about how even though as a generation, we're facing all these unique problems that a lot of other generations fortunately did not have to face. I believe they can still be solved. Not solved, but we can still find ways to cope with them. Like I feel like an underrated thing that I feel like most of us need to start doing is we need to pry our minds out of this negative this negative cycle of just self deprecation and self hatred of ourselves, because I feel like so many of us blame ourselves for things we have no control over, and we use that as an excuse to destroy our self image. Like in some cases, some things aren't your fault. It's good to know when to take accountability for mistakes, but don't don't be just completely don't exist just to self deprecate and just tear your own. Just bro, love yourself, dude. I feel like self love is important. Like you have to be patient with yourself, especially it's your first time living on this world. Why are you so hard on yourself? Like nobody, it might be your parents, it might be the people around you, but dude, I want you to know that you're doing a decent job. Hell, you might be even doing a good job, but life is really hard. And I'm saying this as someone who hasn't really had to struggle in life that much. Life is really weird because there's just so much you can in life. There's infinitely many paths that you can go down. So it's kind of scary because you're stuck trying to choose which path is right and which path is wrong. See, it's confusing. It makes your brain kind of end up thinking about all the potential possibilities that exist. But just know that I believe just something that'll help even just a little bit is just being a little optimistic. I know a lot of things suck right now, especially okay. So a lot of things may suck, right? But if you only focus on the things that suck, you're kind of just I believe you're kind of giving the internet providers, the internet providers, the people who are get paid to spread negative news around the power they want. There's a lot of bad happening in the world right now, but there's also a lot of good happening in the world right now. But when you only consume negative information constantly over and over again, you're essentially just frying your brain and telling your brain that this world is absolute garbage and irredeemable. When in reality, as human beings, we're pretty cool. We can be pretty disgusting and depraved sometimes, but when you only see that side of us, it's only natural you're going to believe that we're depraved and disgusting people. I believe just we need to stop letting the internet just divide us and make us fight each other. And I believe we should try to understand one another and try to understand one another's just issues. We fight. I believe we fight way too much. We fight to just we fight, but we don't try to understand. If we tried to understand each other, I believe we'd be a little a little more we'd be more well off, I feel. I believe actually. But it's we're just in a really we are in a really interesting scenario. There social media is one thing. A lot of people are really scared about the rise of AI and artificial intelligence. And that makes perfect sense because AI kind of it scares me a little bit, but please know that humans are irreplaceable. extremely flawed as people. We're very selfish, we're very stupid, we're very antagonistic sometimes, but we're also very smart. We're also very creative. We're also very kind. We're capable of compassion and feeling deeper than any robot we're ever. A robot's never gonna fucking replicate us, bro. I don't care what anybody says. An AI is never going to be able to replace us ever because we're so uniquely flawed and we're so uniquely blessed with like all this bullshit that is like compressed into our like fucking souls that we are just we are just irreplaceable, man. Like we can't really be truly replaced. We can be replaced 99% by AI, but they're never going to be truly able to replicate what it means to be a human being. And I find it to be pretty beautiful. The fact that even though we we can suck often, we're just human beings trying to just make it by. You know, it's not easy. It never. A lot of people a lot of people tell you it'll get easier, but it's not really going to get that easier. You just have to get tougher. You have to get used to the struggle, and eventually you're going to end up finding peace if you just keep hoping. Like I'll I'll try to open up about something personal that happened to me a month ago. A month ago, I ended up losing my best friend due to like a really petty argument that I decided to start for no reason because I'm pretty impulsive. Something I like my biggest fault is my impulsivity. Like I sometimes just say things without thinking that much, even though if I just not spoken or had I not just said that thing, then I could have ended up essentially avoiding a gigantic issue. But like had I not said certain things, I could have 100% just avoided, losing people, losing things precious to me. I ended up losing my best friend around a month ago. However, a day or two ago, I ended up reconnecting with him, and I used that month to kind of just self reflect on my flaws, and I kind of fought this. I was dealing with a lot of stuff. Like I was just, I was kind of lost in life. I had decided I was taking a gap year from college. I decided that I'm gonna try to just forge my own path instead of doing whatever my father wants me to do. And doing all that is really it's weird. It's uncomfortable because life isn't linear. It's not as linear as people want it to be. It's like instead of just it being a straight line, it's like a fucking circle. Well, not a circle. It's like it can't, I struggle to define it as a specific shape because it just continues to morph and morph and morph and morph and morph into just random bullshit shapes until finally at the end of your life, it's just an amalgamation of just every shape, like parts of each shapes, because there are just so many experiences that you can experience in life that it'll just completely just change you. It'll change who you are, who you thought you were, and it'll just it's weird, but that's what life is. It's kind of the beautiful thing about life. It's not like a straight line. It has a lot of detours. It has a lot of just things that happen out of nowhere, and it feels really scary, but you're gonna get through it. Like even though it's like really hard, you're gonna like eventually end up just getting through it because if you just keep going, something's gonna get better. That's like the mindset I like to adopt. Like it's not like blatant. It's not blind out there. So I'm not trying to say everything. Every time god awful things happen, you just like smile and just endure it. I'm just trying to say if you just keep moving forward and hold a little bit of hope in your heart, just it'll get better. If you just believe, it's extremely. It sounds extremely corny and cliche, but if you just believe just a little bit that might get better, they're gonna get better. Because you can't if you just if you really want something to get better, you have to first just imagine it. And just entertain the idea. You don't have to fully believe in it. Just entertain it just a little bit, just a tad bit. Just entertain the idea. Just a tad bit. Just like believe a little bit. It's not easy, but like I feel it's good. It'd be a lot easier to be optimistic if we as people try to do a better job at just not consuming so much negative information all the time. I feel like we should more people should consume hopecore. I like consuming hopecore content sometimes. Just in case y'all don't know what hopecore is, it's really just a genre of media that is extremely positive. It shows like the kindness side of humanity. It's that stuff like that is really good for your mental health. Watch more cat videos. Watch more just cute animal videos. And like just watch more just cute and like wholesome videos because like videos like that actually do wonders for your mental health. It's really surprising. Like go outside more. Face your fears every now and then. Like you know, leave your comfort zone because if you really want anything to change, leaving your comfort zone is generally going to like it's gonna change your life and you're not gonna regret it because it's gonna lead to you just changing. It's a gift to be able to you know you when you lay down that night before you go to bed, you're gonna be able to like I guess rest knowing that I didn't run away this time. I didn't try to escape from my fear. I accepted it and I just moved forward. And I believe that itself is really beautiful. And I oh I really like appreciate and respect well not appreciate like I so something about facing your fear is just really it feels hmm, if it just I don't know how to put how I feel into words right now. It feels it puts you at ease in a way. It's very calming. You know, it makes you feel it gives you a bit of confidence because if you were able to confront that fear, you'd be able to confront anything else that you might feel doubt about. You know, like I feel like if you, it's gonna. I know this is gonna sound a bit corny and a bit just cliche, but if you just believe and you just believe in the fact the even chance that things can get better, things are gonna start getting better but just little by little. Take it day by day. You don't have to force anything. Just try to reach a little bit. Even though everything may seem hopeless, if you hope, then you may likely inspire someone else to hope. And if you inspire someone else to hope, that cycle will continue. I'm not trying to say it has to start with you, but I want you to know that, you know, try to be that person. Like if you were unfortunate enough to grow up without that person in your life, try to be that person that's always in your corner. That person who's like just strong, always positive. That person who is there supporting the people who need it the most. People who just like you know that one guy who's always there for you when when you need him. I want to be like that person. You like a lot. I feel like a lot of us ask for people to try to like make change, but I feel like we we would do a lot better if we tried to embody the values we want to see the most in people. Because if we truly embody those values, then others will end up copying us and following in our footsteps. I believe that's how we will achieve change. We will achieve change by first changing ourselves, which is, itself is, I feel, to make the most sense. I feel, yeah. But right now, this video is about to reach 14 minutes, and I'm going to end it. This is just my intro video to the channel. I really, I really hope you guys like this video because ranting is something that I find to be rather therapeutic. I do it pretty often. I just don't really record it. But if you guys end up enjoying this, please let me know in the comments and I will gladly make another one of these videos. Feel free to give me topics to talk about as well. I'd love to talk about them. And I just really hope you guys have a nice rest of your day. See ya.